What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So I saw something interesting over on X. It kind of just appeared on my timeline, so I kind of have an interesting algorithm, but it makes for good content. You know, when stuff, comes across my screen, then I find it. I'm like, oh, interesting. I could talk about this. So we can read here the title, the caption. It says peak Kalergi Muttism. Now that's a first. That's the first time I've heard that. The account here says, no juice for me, thanks, at Math Prodigy. Now, what it is with this whole post is this guy just, picked a random mixed guy and is basically talking shit about his looks, right? He's basically trying to formulate the opinion that a lot of these mulattoes are, mutations, etc. That's essentially the whole premise behind this post. And we're going to look at all the replies, right? They're just finding a random dude, to talk crap about. And then what you're going to find out with these people, right, because this is going to be a whole entire basically white nationalist thread. With them, they have a lot of fear towards the children, the offspring, the mulatto offspring. They fear the future. This is essentially what you see. This is why they're heavily attacking the children. You find that within all their posts. You can see here, even with this post here, right? Now, initially, let's just go back and see who's behind this account. It says, all posts are legitimate from an artistic expression by God. We all have our home again, right? He puts counter Semite. So a fallen state, that's his at. I'm guessing it could be an American. Okay. Free your country from leftist scum. And he has like some dictator there. So you kind of know the whole premise here. There's that Richard Taylor guy, right? He's basically kind of he is a white nationalist guy. So you get the whole premise. You know what this is all about, right? Okay. So there's not much thorough research really needed. There's no profile picture, which is typical of them. They're not going to show you what they look like, but they're going to find a picture of this guy and talk shit about what he looks like. Because I got trolls who do the same shit to me. They try to mock me for what I look like, but they're too pussy to cam up. This is very common on the internet. So going back, see, it has a whole picture of all the children here. This is what they fear. Okay. I know they're just talking shit about this guy who's an adult, right? And then the guy doesn't even show his face. The guy talking crap, typical coward move. But ultimately, when you scroll through these posts, you find that they really don't like the children, the offspring. They fear the future. Look at his post here, right? And he puts, holy F, he is ugly. Look like he has fetal alcohol syndrome or Down syndrome, right? You just scroll through the post. You got this one's kind of weird with the Little Mermaid situation. I forgot who the character. I think she's like black and Asian or something. I haven't seen the movie, don't know. And you have here Auntie Juden says looks like a Sneeko Mutt carbon copy. The funny thing about that is like with the Sneeko guys, like they cape a lot for the white nationalist incel crowd, because that's what you find on all these threads. These are a lot of white boys who are not getting pussy, especially white pussy. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but just being honest. So they have a lot of anger and resentment and like red pill rage, which is mutated into this kind of hyper racialism. They're upset when they see other groups of men having access to white women because they still feel like, a lot of them, these type of characters, the incel types, they still feel like white women are their property, literally. But the whole thing is with Sneeko, he caters to that crowd. The whole fresh and fit and the red pill stuff. And it's like, look how they turn around and talk shit about him behind his back. But Sneeko's another idiot because he talks shit about he's publicly made a statement saying mixed people are degenerate or some crap like that. And he's mixed. So, you have a lot of characters out here like that who can basically make money off the incels, but that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. Someone puts here, nah, Negro. So, and look at this. This is what I want to share as well. Look at this whole, like, the artwork, the propaganda, where look at who's always behind it. They always put a Jewish guy there. This is the conspiracy they push. He's like a machine here, and he's like, amalgamation. He's putting all these different cultures. You can see like a Chinese guy there, like a Native American guy, right, with their headdress on, like different cultured people through this machine. And like what pops out, this is a generic image they have of this like mixed individual. You'll see this cartoon kind of image all over their threads on X and other places. This is kind of their the illustration they use. Similar with the Jewish illustration, they use these because this is both combined. This is their conspiracy, is that they think behind their breakdown of their family, they're going to blame it on Jewish people. That's the scapegoat. And of course, they're going to blame mulattoes, right? Conveniently. They're going to blame you, the mulatto, more than they blame the Bantu. Why? Well, because they work with the Bantu. That's their pet subordinate, right? And they fear you more than they fear black males. We all know this is true. Those of you who follow me, who watch my content, you know. And if you don't know, you're going to find out the more you listen. So yeah, this is what I saw on this thread. I got a few more to share with you guys coming up pretty soon, but I found this interesting. It just popped up on my timeline. It's like, oh, okay. Taking a lot of shots. Interesting. Good material for me. Outbreeding depression exhibit A. What the F is that thing? This is why you should not race mix, right? It's funny because you can have, quote unquote, pure breeds of the same race and they're looking like a deformed animal. I mean, of any background, right? White, black. I mean, I hate to say that like that, but I'm going to be real. Like, I'm going to basically defend my own integrity and sit here and look at some of these other people. It's like, what the fuck? How can you talk shit? Especially these people who like are not even like cammed up or anything. He puts here, I love laughing at the half breeds as much as anyone, but that's a filter. Go to his TikTok. He doesn't really look like that. He loves laughing at the half breeds, and look at the symbols they got on his profile. So you kind of know what you're dealing with, right? The people who navigate towards these specific threads. But even that person was like, oh, I love laughing at them. But at the same time, if you go to his TikTok, he's just putting on a filter. He puts maybe a Snapchat filter. So this guy here has a filter to make his eyes more, spread out or whatever. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. But what I do know is they're talking shit and, we're listening. What do you guys have to say? Post a comment.